Party people in the place to be, live from 58 Dream Street. We're James with Games. Happy Sunday. Stimpinski in the house. That message showed up in the chat just moments before I turned over here. It really should be on the screen. What happened there? Oh, well. Hopefully that's just a one-off and we're not having chat display issues. Here we are. It's Sunday. I'm looking a little washed out, but we're going into winter, so that's not going to get any better. Maybe I just need to not wear a beige shirt. Beige and then gray, and then frame myself against a beige wall with a white door. Oh, well. It's okay. So, some exciting announcements that I should hit at the start, not just at the end, just in case anybody needs to make note of this. Greg and James Beat 'em Up is moving to an all-new time slot. There's the answer. Just a variety of filters. Oh, sweet. That's awesome, Stimpinski. I've got my neighbors. Hello, your mom. I've got my neighbors. Not my neighbors. You use the word neighbor. My nephews, who do not live next door to me, but are in other ways even closer to me than my neighbors, are coming over this afternoon. My nephew Charlie has been here exactly once. My parents brought him over once when he was younger and younger, had cuter hair. This is one thing I've noticed about a lot of the young boys, a lot of the young kids. That's why we're doing this in the morning. Young kids that I know is that their parents let them have like beautiful like page boy haircuts, like flowing locks, until it's time to go to school. And then it's like, well, you better get the same dorky short haircut as all the other boys so they don't tease you. But yeah, when Charlie's a teenager, his uncle is just going to be constantly badgering him to bring back the page boy. We'll see. But yeah, they're going to come over. I'm going to show them video games for the first time. So hopefully that goes well. We shall see. It's been a wild ride this first 6-ish years of being an uncle because, hey, squeaky girl. Hi, Abra. Because the things that should make me the cool uncle have been largely denied to me because my sister's big on, no, we can't. Video games will corrupt their development. There's a thought. No, it's just force them to have the exact same experiences as me. Probably I'm going to give them a choice between Mario Wonder and Disney Illusion Island. There's a part of me that thinks like, yeah, you should, introduce kids to at least like 8-bit games first so that, their imaginations fill in the gaps just like ours did when we were children, and then let them discover, oh, hey, there's also things that look like almost like your imagination now, instead of trying to go the other way and have them be like, oh, this looks bad, this is terrible. But I don't know. Maybe it's not important. We'll see. But I'm hoping for some fun with that. So we're doing this early. Another exciting announcement. Barring unforeseen disaster, I got a babyface run coming up. And I don't mean that I'm suddenly going to start being a good guy, because I try to be a good guy. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not, but I try. No, I mean that the Queer Student Society in our faculty has asked me to do a drag performance at an event next weekend. So my thought is that a straight cisgendered guy who's doing drag one-off for a lark shouldn't be like subverting it in any way. So I don't think I'm going to do the mustache drag thing. So yeah, clean shaven James coming your way. I don't know if I'll have time to update the sprite just for the couple of days, but if I can find the time, I will. I'll show that dedication if I can. One more exciting piece of news, and then I promise we'll play a video game. There's a brand new chiptune theme song. Yeah, it'll only be like, a couple of streams. By next week, I'll have a mustache again. It'll be like probably, a weaker, like Walter White in the first few episodes of Breaking Bad kind of mustache. And then eventually it'll get full and rich again. Full on Freddie Mercury style mustache. Kind of, because I'm a straight cisgender guy, I'm going to shave my Freddie Mercury mustache before I do a drag performance. Hey, Squihiro. Hey, you. Last exciting announcement is that, those in the know that Greg and James Beat 'em Up has an official theme song now that plays at the start. Not just our starting soon song, but a Greg and James Beat 'em Up chiptune song that I created myself personally. And I did compose it too, but this James didn't compose it. I had written the melody for that when I was like 20 years old. So that's like a 20-year-old thing that I just happened to remember how to play. And I coded it into the Family Tracker and put a bass line and some drums under it and some vocal samples. Yesterday, in my mind's ear, I heard it. The official chiptune theme song for James and with Games. But it's not anything I've done in the past. And so might take a little bit longer because I need to find the notes that are in my mind and press them on a keyboard and then figure out what sounds to make with them. But it's coming. Eventually we'll have chiptune songs for every different show we do here. All right, let's play Ultima 7, Part 2, Serpent Isle. Oh, did I finish my thought about the new time slot? Greg and James Beat 'em Up is on Wednesdays now for the foreseeable future. So that Greg can maximize his time with his lady love, who just got promoted. Congratulations, Carrion Librarian. Not her real name. Ooh, this was my concern. But the problem was that because it's about Greg getting time with his partner. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, you know what? If we get a bunch of dead Wednesdays, maybe we can start thinking about some other day. Yeah, like I kind of like. Yeah, they're all just as bad if you're in Europe and it's your work week. But we'll see how it all shakes out. It's not ideal for me. It's not bad for me, but like, yeah. Ultimately, like, although I am the leader here at 58 Dream Street, I'm not Greg's boss in any way. And also, even if I was his boss, I would probably be like, yes, we can move your schedule around because of your lover and your wish to spend time with her. We'll see what happens. We'll see how it all goes. But that's what it's going to be like for now. Catch it on video on demand, I hope, if you can't catch it live. Okay, let's play Serpent Isle. Hey, Abra, I can hear you, sweetie. I hear you. Oh, she is right that we're awfully close to her TREAT's time. But we have about 10 minutes, or 13 minutes to be precise, little girl. You gotta wait. Okay, so when last we left our heroes, we had returned to the mainland. So that's exciting. We made it back to the mainland. Went to Fawn to see if Fawn had a quest, just like Monitor had a quest and Moonshade had a quest, and it did. The quest I hesitate to even use the word quest. It was more like a story segment. It was very on rails. Did not require much input from me. But Dupre offended the locals. You've offended Lady Yolinda. Got himself put on trial for blasphemy for raising a toast to the beast British. Speaking of the beast British, I got to check in on... I mean, you know, it's not necessarily cause for concern that I don't think British has been here for like the last week and a bit of streams. But it's not cause for... It's cause for being like, hey, hope things are... I don't know. I got to think... it's awkward, right? Because probably it's nothing. But like if it was something, then you want to have checked in and said something nice. But you don't want to be like, hey, come on, man. Why'd you have plans 2 weekends in a row? Because in fact, while I'm very fond of every single one of our regulars, I want to be clear, quite genuinely, I am also 100% in favor of people having, you know, stuff to do and getting it done. Okay, so anyway, went to Fawn, went through a whole Dupre on trial thing. We overthrew the conspiracy. We exposed the Oracle was under the control of the great captain, which one? Volden. We killed him. We got the priestess of beauty, Callista, arrested. I probably should have tried to find her and have some dialogue with her. And maybe we will at some point. But then I started seeing, you know, what are we going to do next? Can we go north? Went north up the road and discovered we can only sort of go north. Because if we go into the swamp up here, it's a sulfurific swamp. The gases will knock us unconscious. But that's maybe not such a bad thing. Because once we're unconscious, we will awaken in the world, or rather the avatar alone will awaken in the world of dreams. Okay, this might not be great. Okay, team. So let's go into the swamp. Oh, snakes! Oh, they're not violent snakes, apparently. Well, it'd be just churlish to go kill them. Feeling sleepy. Just power through. No, come on, team. We can do this. Where'd Shimino go? I must stay awake. Boom, I'm down. It would be a pain to coordinate, what with the necessity of mustache shaving and the enormous amount of setup. But if I was ever going to do a thing of like, you know, if people cheer this many bits, it'll unlock some cool, you know, some kind of reward to actually try to get people to put their money on the line for it. Full drag stream would probably be the thing, right? I looked good when we did a practice look last night, even with the mustache. It came together, which doesn't that really surprise me. My sister is a woman. And myself and my sister look a lot alike. But not because she looks, you know. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. Okay, so here we are in the world of dreams. What the hell just happened? Just a weird thing with the lighting. Land of dreams, or just in a dream. I don't know if this is the world of dreams. Enemies, fighting them with my fists. I win. I did take 1 damage there. So, unless I had already taken that damage outside. Anyway, I have no idea. You know what I should check, actually? Let me go do a full notebook, all of my notes. I'm going to do a full workbook search for the word dream. Okay. Actually, here's a cell with a very, very long block of text. Does seem to contain the word dream. Let's read it. This was at the Sleeping Bull Inn. Byron the Gleeman told us that 2 castles lie abandoned in the north, save for the ghosts. In one, a lady waits for her faithless lover who had pledged his love and never returned. We think that's Shimino. In the other, a father and ruler, driven mad by the loss of daughter and erstwhile friend, took his people beyond the cares of time, killed them all. We've heard another version of that story too. And then jump from the White Dragon Tower. All the trapped souls await the return of the one whose desertion forever changed the land he had sworn to protect. And then something about walking around while dreaming. Okay. I don't think that was actually about this. Okay, next. Kane talks about dreams, but no, okay. So I don't have any information. Hey, Abra. I know, sweetie, and it's going to be so exciting when you'll be so glad that you waited. Yeah. Let's see, is this a gimmick door that opens when we put out the torches? No. So hopefully this is not a thing where I needed information before I came here. Obviously we won't overwrite the existing save. Okay, there is a Castle of Dreams. I am undressed, except for my helmet. They let me keep my helmet. And I don't have any inventory. So anything we need to solve this place is in this place, or is information that I needed to acquire before coming here. It is a strange place, Avatar. That's a good observation. Hello, Dryas Man, and your party of 14 raiders. Welcome to 58 Dream Street. I'll tell you a little bit about what we do here. It's a small handful of things. On the weekends, I play video games. There you go. Once it's not in the pop-up announcement, I can see more clearly that it's Dr. Yasmin and not Dryadsman. I saw that you just followed. Welcome. I'll have to follow you back. I am awful at except in the summer, and also this summer sucked. I am awful at showing up to streams because I pretty much devote all of my free time just to having a stream. But hey, that's... Oh, sweet. Yes, so, on the weekends, I do a mix of mostly RPGs, adventures, and puzzle games. Welcome, Efrimi, as it says. Thank you for following. Online here, I started doing Ultima. Okay, are these things hurting me in the dream? It doesn't seem like I'm actually being hurt in the battles. Cool. I've been doing Ultima, although my online, like my streaming Ultima... Thank you, Stimpinski. There. I don't need to do the spiel. I started Ultima, like, streaming with Ultima 5, Warriors of Destiny, which I think is still my favorite Ultima game. And I've carried on in the main series since then. So I've done 5, and then 6, and then 7, Underworld Part 2. I played Ultima Underworld Part 1, but not on the stream. And then now I'm in Serpent Isle. Then I'll do Pagan. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I'll do Pagan, I'll do Ascension. And then I'll at that point, I'm not sure if I'm going to do them all and wrap around and do 1, 2, 3, and 4. But then, yeah, like, I love Ultima. So eventually I'm going to do the Worlds of Ultima, your Savage Empire and Martian Dreams. I'm going to do the Runes of Virtue games on the Game Boy. I do lots of stuff. This is really unfortunate. Not unfortunate. I'm very glad you all showed up, but the timing is a little funny because... Ooh, I want to talk about that. The timing is funny because I have this little cat here, and it is her time to get her TREATs, and so I must take a very brief intermission. This doesn't take long, so hang tight, gang. You want some treats, Abra? You do want treats? We'll get going. All right, I'll be right back with you, gang. Hang tight. And we're back. No, it's both untrue that I don't have a cat and untrue that I'm a good ventriloquist. Okay. Whew. Kept the intermission short at the expense of coming back slightly out of breath. So this is, I assume, a magic hammer? Juggernaut hammer. Cool. Probably don't get to bring this back from the world of dreams when we're done here. Is this a throwing hammer? It actually doesn't seem to work. Hold on. Put the Juggernaut hammer in the back. Yeah. Oh, no, because of course it's automatic. Okay. So what? Can I just not kill this thing with the Juggernaut hammer? Should I put the Juggernaut hammer... Oh, wow, that's a nice touch. When it's out of your hands, it actually comes off of your inventory. Okay. Beat this thing to death with my fists. I guess I'm gonna... If it doesn't actually work, I'm still gonna bring it with me just in case. Let's throw a save down right here so that if it turns out... If it turns out that it was unwise to bring this hammer, I can go back and replace it immediately. Now let's continue exploring. Okay. This part of the dream is... It really does. It really has a... Even as I was typing it, I was like, hey, this is evocative. This is a plaque that says... Enter the flame. You can tell I've played a lot of Ultima. Okay. I mean, I'll try anything once. The flames awaken us. Well, that's boring. Back into the dream. Wait, one quick question, though. Did I come out with the Juggernaut hammer? I didn't. And, oh god, the game has started doing some really cruel things to me. Like randomly assigning, being like, you don't need your two-handed sword. You should be carrying an item bag in your hand instead. That makes sense. It does. I like it. I'm a little dismayed to discover that Abra. She gets a little distressed after it's a sad story. Oh, it woke back up. It wants to fight again. I'll just run away. Maybe it won't chase me. She gets a little distressed right after her TRATs because this is sad. We lost her sister a few months ago, and I think she's a cat. So most of the time, she's not actively thinking, hey, where's my sister? But I think that is a behavioral, like the treats routine is a routine that they did together every single day of their lives. And so I think whenever she just finishes up, she's like, hey, wait, where's my sister? Where's my sister? Where's my sister? Yeah, it's sad. But they had a lovely 16 years together, just about week and a half shy of 16 years together, and they and Abra, my Astra is her sister who we lost. Abra, who is still with us, a few years ago, right at the start of the pandemic, got diabetes. She came down with diabetes. And, oh no, trap chest. Okay. She went into remission. We got her into remission with insulin and diet changes. But then the result of that was that she got a special form of cancer that cats get called injection site sarcoma, and ultimately the vets that helped me with Abra's diabetes were very kind, and I don't want to be angry at them or disparage them. But this was not mentioned to me as a potential side effect of treating her diabetes with insulin. I later, spoke to a friend who's like, "Oh, my cat had diabetes. We treated it. We got her into remission just with diet changes. They didn't want us to do insulin injections unless we had to because of the cancer." And I was like, "Oh, cool." I found out about that on the internet later. So that was a grave prognosis. Not grave. There's the adjectives before a prognosis matter. Grave is the worst. It was a guarded prognosis. But we rolled the dice 2 years ago on a surgery, and my sweet girl, she made it, which is great because, it's tough for Abra without her sister, but I think it would have been harder. Kind of their relationship was that Astra followed Abra around and was always just like, "What's that cat doing? What's she doing? Can I do that?" Whereas Abra's a little more independently adventurous. So, yeah. Anyway, there. I won't talk about sad things anymore. Love playing Ultima. And so there will be Ultima on this channel for years and years and years to come. Even before I start thinking, like, do I want to play Warriors of Destiny again now that I'm 50? Been doing Sierra adventure games. Did the Quest for Glory series, the King's Quest series. Learn nothing about what, your mom. But also, yes, congratulations. I'm in the middle of the Space Quest series. In fact, resuming it next Saturday. Yes. I think, there are various tiebacks, but none of them are things that were planned well enough in advance, I think, to be call forwards. I do not know this runic script. And, of course, it's painful to look at. Okay, I think that's a T. I think. T H E. Okay, the. Makes sense. The D. I think. And then a wacky looking one. Yeah, you got a ways to go. I don't think the game is actually this long, so much as that I played it blind and also had no real, established capacity for playing games structured like Ultima. But Ultima 5, Warriors of Destiny, took me, probably 100 hours. Abra! That especially will definitely lengthen the journey. Like the CRPG addict, I think had 12 years between when he played the one and the other. Okay, what is this weird one? F. Wait, is it F? No. R. But what did I say? The D. The Dree. Okay. The DRE. A. Nope. Nope. Wait, I don't think it is a D. Hold on. Yes. Okay. Zooming in actually helped. Zooming in on the manual. But, as you can see just by looking at it, this is a painful runic script to deal with. I understand why the, whatever the people were called, the Ophidians, they had their serpent thing. So I get why they came up with this script, but I hate it. It's hard to look at. It's hard to interpret. Is that a D? What else could it be? It could be a P. Well, okay. Then that is an E, or what else could it be? I think that's an E. And then that's not the same letter twice in a row near the end of this word. Oh, God. It is an S. I believe that's... Okay, the dreams. Let's go with that theory. The dreams of... The dreams of... We're getting there. T H There's two snakes kind of stacked on top of each other. The dreams of... Okay, hold on. What about these snakes that are touching tails? N. And then the last one is a... Oh, no. Okay, I'm skipping that word for the moment. And this last one. E, maybe. N. E-N-E. I think the last word is enemies. The dreams of thine enemies. Okay. Hooray! I don't need to save just because I learned that this... Okay. The dreams of thine enemies. What are mine enemies' dreams? Can I watch them if I take a seat? Yeah. Exactly. Oh, right. I actually encountered this briefly last time. Now, okay, but having translated that, I understand more why we're getting a scene of what I believe is Batlin. Ah, Avatar, thou art ne'er a match for me. Soon I will have the power to rival even the Guardian himself, and thou wilt be powerless, just as thou art now. I will bury my blade deep within thine entrails, twisting it ever so slowly, enjoying each of thy pitiful screams. Farewell, hero of Britannia. Though thou wilt beg for a quick end to thy life, I shall resist. I want to enjoy thy death. He won. Die, Avatar. Nothing will stop me now. The winner is me. Okay. Any more of my enemies have cool dreams to share? No. Okay. Well, we'll see you, Batlin. We'll see what actually happens when it all goes down. So, there's a treasure that hurts me. There's a fortress where I can watch mine enemies. Wait, I should have stood up and sat down a second time to see if I have another enemy to reveal themselves. No. All right, let's explore. So, Dr. Yasmin, if you're remaking now I don't know much about Pagan, but one thing I'm curious about is my understanding is that there's a lot of jumping. There's a lot of jumping in Ultima 8. So is that posing a challenge to replace? Or is it just liberating? Because from what I understand, I don't think the jumping is not considered like a thing that people love. Can I walk through the gate? That's fair. I've been thinking that, like, I'm sure the contemporary response of like, oh God, why is there jumping in Ultima was like, why are we doing jumping like this is some baby Mario game on a console? Hey, there's a nightmare in there. I'm a huge Mario guy. I think when I play it, I'm going to be like, this is no Mario. Okay. We have this... Getting into that dream fort's got to be a thing here. But how? Here's the starting point. Maybe... Ah. So there probably is some intellectual challenge there to figure out how to reimagine the dungeons, but it's specifically what you were after in the first place. Can I get something out of here when I have the... Oh. Okay, so the trap only works the once. Cool. So scroll of translation, create food, and telekinesis. Okay, I'll take them. Although I assume the translation scroll will just do for me what I much more painstakingly did for myself. Ooh. But telekinesis might be the key. Neat. Yeah, Stimpinski, quite possibly, in the fullness of time, will play a lot of games. Good restraint. I recently... So the other things we do here are on Wednesdays now. Tuesdays up till now, but starting this week, Wednesdays. Me and my buddy are trying to play all the beat-em-ups in a show we call Greg and James Beat 'em Up. And then on Fridays, me and my buddy Greg, but also our buddy Rich, and then also sometimes a fourth buddy, we play the board game sort of tactical RPG Frosthaven. And call it Friday Night Frosthaven. I think you can really, like, couldn't have done that in our 20s. We had to be older so that we didn't have other things to do on Friday. Okay. Can telekinesis get me in here somehow? I'm not seeing like an obvious switch. I agree, Avatar. This is a strange place. It could be the case I need more information, but then where would I get more information? I don't know. Let me see. Have I fully explored this place? It's not like I have a map, but... Okay, from the front, if I go east, I'll go north. I'll find the hammer pedestal. And recently, I made a chiptune theme song for the Greg and James Beat 'em Up show. And one of the artistic challenges I posed upon myself was to not tell Greg I was doing it at all until it was completely done. Cool. Well, geez. One day when I'm done the main series, hopefully that'll give you enough time, and then that can be one of my future Ultima side projects. Let's play Pagan without jumping. Feels like I have gone everywhere here right now. But I'm not sure that's true. But I'm pretty sure. So, the big question is just, is it a matter of, am I missing something? We're turning off these torches. Oh yeah, Star Control 3 I've been playing on Saturdays and will resume playing. I'm taking a short break to go back to Space Quest because my first 3 sessions I got to an unwinnable state, but I felt like I'd learned some about the game. Try it again. And then in my second attempt, I hit a wall because I triggered apparently there's a quest progression bug. There's a quest progression bug where if you apparently it's caused by making progress too fast, which is odd because even on the replay I didn't feel like I was rushing. But what it causes is it prevents the game from hitting the quest triggers to move the game forward. Can I talk to the horse through the wall? No. And so I made it like 200 days in and the second anomaly just would not collapse. And so I've got to start over again. And I said, you know what? I'm enjoying this game enough that I want to enjoy this game. So I'm going to press pause for a moment, do at least one space quest, and then come back. Because I got to beat it. I need to beat Star Control 3. Hey, horsey. No, does not want to speak to me. It is not a Mr. Smith type nightmare. I'm also not seeing any obvious buttons. In one sense, our job is theoretically complete. Let the hegemonic crux have the Kasari quadrant. It doesn't matter. Space has been stabilized. Let's go home. In another sense, of course, it's unsatisfying that way. Oh, my telephone is ringing. Excuse me 1 minute, folks. I'll be right back with you. And we're back. Okay. Had to check some expiry dates and various statuses in the fridge and freezer for Danielle, who is currently getting the groceries. Okay, so... Oh, you getting hungry, Avatar? What the hell? I mean, we do have the capacity to make magic food, I guess. Is this the food one? No. Here we are. This is a dream, so I can break my general attempt to commit to vegetarianism. Enjoy a fish. It really does feel like telekinesis is the, like, it's the only useful spell I've been given. I have this lightning whip too. Then again, given that, we saw when I did wake up that one time, the characters do comment, wow, what a strange dream. Does that now open us up to go back and have conversations with somebody where we say stuff like, cool dream? Can I beat these things with a lightning whip? No. So that's an interesting dream world gimmick. Oh, they can, of course. Right, I established. They can hurt me in the dream. So what if I run up to this field? Oh, they just die. Oh, wait. There's something beyond the field where I can leave. There's more to explore. Hey, gargoyles. What's up, dudes? Doesn't sound like they're my friends, though. Doesn't seem like they're my friends. To lose hope. This. There's a golden serpent down there. And a, what's this? It's a body, of course. Yeah. Alright. Drink a little water. There, British! Hail! I was saying earlier that it seemed like you haven't been here for a little bit. Maybe I was just imagining that. But I'm glad you're here. Welcome. Ooh, we're exploring the world of dreams. Okay. So there's this frozen spot. Here's these dudes. A pulsating object. Can't do anything with it. Can't actually beat these things with this weapon, it doesn't seem. I was always able to punch them to death before I picked up a weapon. But once you have a weapon, if you go into combat, the avatar picks it even if you went in unarmed. So I guess I'll just flee for the moment and see what else I can find. The game is every now and then it locks where I can't get the arrow all the way. I can't get the mouse cursor far enough away from me to, there it goes. I'm not sure if there's something to that. Like sometimes the avatar is winded or he stubbed his toe or something. What's this? A rock outcropping. Okay, yes. It's exactly what it looks like. Okay. Well, these naked people... Nope. There's a woman. She doesn't want to talk to me. Exactly. These are plain old Serpent Isle dreams on the Serpent Isle. My phone is ringing again. Excuse me just a moment, folks. Hey, to confirm more kitchen stock. It is now confirmed. Can I make it to Naked Island? Doesn't seem like it. Wait, can I talk to Clothed Man? No. Oh, if I use the talk, I can't do it by double clicking, but I can do it with the talk targeter for whatever reason. And it's my buddy, Stefano? Ah, Avatar! This is as it should be. The food is good, the wine is sweet, and the company is warm. Wouldst thou care to join me? Still bound by thy quest, I see. Well, if thou dost change thy mind, thou art welcome here any time. Oh, and Avatar, thou shouldst honestly relax a bit. I mean, I'm technically unconscious in a swamp right now, dude. Pretty relaxed. Okay, but this actually raises the hope that we can talk, even maybe to the nightmare, but at least possibly to the gargoyles. If I can make my way back to them. The very small viewing window, the viewing window isn't small. It's the entire game. It's the only thing. It's the whole field of play. But the range of vision is not that great. So that combined with the, oh hey, another place, repetitiveness of the visuals. We can walk across here. All right, let's check this place out for now. Do not interfere with me, Avatar. I am the Mage Lord now. I don't remember which one this is. Which person. Thou dost know that Fabertio is lower than swine. He doth deserve to be tortured for all the ill he hath done. Help me, please. I beseech thee. I cannot survive much more of this. Really? That's odd. Has it resolved? I mean, you use the past tense, so hopefully it has. Let me take a look here. Huh. I feel like that must be Twitch and not me, because stable connection here. No dropped frames. Nothing. Weird. I cannot survive much more of this. Ha 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 ha. And then they disappear because this is a dream. Okay. Is there anything here? I mean, there's a bed. Can I go to sleep inside the dream and have a dream? Banana peel. Perhaps I'll do that. In fact, let me just write a memory prompt for myself. All right. One day. Can we walk through the fireplace and into somewhere? Nope. Can we talk to the dragon head? No. Can we play the piano? Yes. Oh, we can go in the torture area. Can we open the Iron Maiden? We can. We can close the stocks. Oh, is there a drawer on this table? No. Oh, thumb screws. Jeez. Okay. Interesting. So is this like a gimmick where, I mean, we already did see that place that was the dreams of thine enemies. Is that the dream of that particular dude whose name I can't recall in Moonshade? To torture Filbertio forever? Okay. Oh no. An invisibility ring. Neat. I figured this was, yeah. It's old Lord British. They kept a little bit of Richard Garriott resemblance in the Lord British portrait. Not nearly as much as in Ultima Underworld 2. And then obviously they also made the Shimino portrait look like Richard Garriott in this game. But I don't know. Avatar, alas thou hast come. Seeing thee again hath brought me strength. Dost thou know that I expected to find thee here, in my dreams? I wish that thou wert truly here to counsel me. Okay, so this is the kind of... Everybody's dreams create the dream world. I like that it just gives us name and job. I'm having a tough time placing it. Dost thou truly have to ask my name? Hast thou suffered from the recent afflictions as has all of Britannia? Canst thou not recognize thine old friend? 'Tis I, Lord British, ruler of all Britannia. Yeah. I like when you ask someone their name and they're like, I'm Joe the Butcher. And then you're like, what do you do, Joe? I kind of felt like I covered that in my name. Or at least what is left of it after all of the disasters. Are there actually disasters happening in Britannia, though? I don't know. So, hold on. Disasters. If it were only the strange storms, or only the magic instability, I'd be less concerned. But when thou dost consider it along with the earthquakes, the imps, and the gargoyles, I fear the world may indeed be ending. Well, hold on. You're having earthquakes? The earthquakes started not long after the storms began. At first, they were fairly small and infrequent, but now they are growing more... But now they are growing more powerful and threatening the castle itself. Okay, and what about the imps? Problem with the imps? Thou shouldst remember the imps, Avatar. No, I do, but what's the problem with them? Thou didst save their trees before I sent thee to find the Serpent Isle. I fear that this cataclysm is affecting them the hardest of all. Cataclysm? The imps live in closer harmony with the natural world than man does, Avatar. The storms and earthquakes have brought a great illness upon them. An illness? Many of the imps have died already. I have little hope that any of that gentle race shall survive, even if the world doth not rend itself apart. I am sure that the illness will spread to humans if something is not done to stop these disasters. And then there's a problem with the gargoyles, you say. The gargoyles have also succumbed to these afflictions. They've fallen into a deep state of dreaming. That's happening to the gargoyles in the Serpent Isle, too. Is it the same kind of dreaming? Few of the gargoyles can resist the compulsion to sleep, Avatar. Their slumber seems troubled, however. They thrash about and mutter in their sleep. Yet, when we attempted to wake a sleeping gargoyle to see if his dreams held any answers, he attacked us. I fear that we will have no answers from dreams. Just leave me in my slumber. I don't want to attack you, but I'm not responsible for what happens if you forcibly wake me. What kind of answers do you think to get from dreams? There are no answers, Avatar. No answers for those who sleep. Just in general, someone asks you your name and you go, you don't remember me? Seems like you'd have to, like, it'd be tough to get it to the right person who would think it was funny and not just obnoxious. There are no answers, Avatar. No answers for those who sleep. I must wake, and seek what answers I can without thee here. I do not know that thou couldst save us if thou wert here, but I would have more hope if thou didst return. Well, geez, Lord British, I don't know the exact plots, so I don't know if I'm going to return to you at all before I have a sojourn in the land of Pagan. All right, well, good to see you, British. All dead. They are all dead. Certainly... Ooh, this one will open. I guess I'll clothe myself in magic dream armor. Just in case. I don't want to lose the Helm of Courage and offend the Monitorians. We'll take this stuff, even though I'm not exactly sure why. But combine the figuring out how to talk to people with the whole... The gargoyles are all stuck having a dream about me. Really makes me think I want to find those gargoyles again. And see if I can ask them, hey, you know, any finer details about how I'm going to save the day that you could share? We do have the 1-2 bit of knowledge that there's a thief, possibly Stefano, who will have to join us to be part of my hero group. And then also in Ultima Underworld 2, there was a series of like visions you could have in a crystal or something where, yeah, that was the way back. So maybe it was up here to get to the gargoyles. And most of the visions clearly described events of the past games, but one of them described one of the Avatar's friends heroically sacrificing himself. So if you put those two things together, makes you think maybe we're on track for new place. Just a lot of money. I feel like that's just a trick. I mean, maybe it's all a trick. Like, we already found that the weapons don't do anything. Hey, Rigodeth, welcome. Bad Blood. I don't know if I've heard of that one. Okay. Am I getting a mental map here? If I am getting a mental map, I'm approaching Fantasy Island. Yep, there it is. Stefano's dream is pretty straightforward. Oh, hey, can I talk to Naked Woman? No, because she's not real. She's also probably not supposed to be on this side. But okay, gotta find those gargoyles again. Could use a little food, eh? Well, I would honestly think that the Avatar's dream... Hold on. Bear with me a moment, folks. I'm curious about something. Going to the CRPG Addict website very quickly. Huh. Well, whatever this Bad Blood is, the CRPG Addict hasn't played it. Now, can I find television, literature, music, video games, 1990 action role-playing game from Origin Systems? How has the CRPG Addict not played this? I'll have to look into it more. Okay. Avatar wants food. There's not much we can do about that right now. So instead, just want to keep on trying to find those gargoyles again. I would think that the Avatar's dream world would be a world without hunger. That wouldn't stop the CRPG addict. Here we are, the gargoyles. There are many games in the CRPG addict's history that where he's complained a lot about giant empty world maps and lack of signposting. And he slogs through. Hail, gargoyle. How about to win if balanced? Okay, so we can't talk to the gargoyles. Can we talk to the serpent itself? Oh, he does want to fight me, and he can punch me up the way. But I'm not here to fight you, buddy. I'm curious about something. In the middle of this dream, like I see this golden serpent. Also, I'm hungry, but nothing I can do about that. I'm not sure if telekinesis can pick up objects, so I'm going to test it out. No. Okay. And so, go back to before I wasted that scroll just now. Can I fight them from up here? No. Okay. And I am being beaten to death, even as I starve to death, in a dream. Interesting. Well, I'll definitely need to look more into this. Look into this more. Oh, there's more to the ice place. Great. Including a pedestal that doesn't have something on it. Ooh, including a serpent gate, including a magic scroll. Of translation. I can do my own translation, thank you. Painstakingly. Another golden serpent? Yeah, I know you could use food, buddy. What do you want from me here? I don't have my spell book. Avatar! Oh, greetings, hero from another world. It's Thoxa. Is that her name? Thoxa? Hold on. Monk Isle. Thoxa. Yeah. Hey, Thoxa. I foretold that we would meet again, though I had not expected thee in the realm of dreams. Yeah, I sleep, just like everybody else. I am the most virtuous man who ever lived and an interdimensional hero, but I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like you. That which thou dost see before thee is the moon's eye. It is thy goal in the waking world. Well, that seems important. Okay. I haven't created a dream world spreadsheet yet, or sheet in my spreadsheet, but I suppose I shall. Even if only to capture this one detail. Neat. Thoxa the Keener tells me the moon's eye. Indeed. I'm just saying. I try not to let it go to my head, but there has never been a man humbler than I, the Avatar of all virtue. It's tough. Like, the Ultima games do the giant scavenger hunt model of an RPG quest so well, but it's obviously something that would be really easy to mess up. To make too hard or too easy. Make it too easy, and then it's just a bunch of tedious walking. Make it too hard, and it's also a bunch of tedious walking. The moon's eye is your goal in the waking world. Oh, whoops. I didn't finish the sentence. Tell me more, Thoxa. Seek out the true moon's eye in the temple of the ancient ones in the icy wastes to the north. Seek it out in the temple of the ancient ones in the icy wastes to the north. Well, I'll do that, Thoxa, but I hope you have some insight in how I'm going to get past the sleepy swamp. Wait. No, she doesn't. Does the moon's eye in this dream work? Can I walk through it? Can I do anything with it? No. And then we have a cool serpent statue. Can't do anything with that. Okay. Can I use the... Even when he's sleeping, this guy. Can we use it? No, because I don't have the serpent's jawbone with me in the dream. But okay. Oh, yikes. Get away, get away. Back, you fiends. As established, the whip is not going to do anything, so I gotta flee. Hopefully this isn't one of those... Well, actually, I was going to say, hopefully this isn't one of those Nightmare on Elm Street dreams where you die in real life. But also, why would that even matter? There's very little friction to death in this game. Okay, so up there is Castle British. What about to the left? You get victory music for successfully running away, which is neat. Okay, down there is to Stefano. Up here is to... When you wake up, Avatar, there will be plenty of food. Here's a place. Welcome, Edrin. Happy Sunday. It's the Sleeping Bull Inn. Hail, minstrel. Greetings, my lord. Well, fortunately, they've gotten less and less stringent about tracking your virtue. I think at this point, there's almost nothing. I had to briefly... I can't remember why. I glanced at a walkthrough to verify something that I had already... Oh, no. It was when I was... I can't remember the context. But it wasn't to look up a solution. It was to... I can't even remember. Look up something I forgot to write down or something. But what I did notice is that there was like a whole... like, when you get to this town, here's how to loot everything from this town. I'm not looting the towns. Listen, as a person who is fully enlightened in the virtue of valor, I know that discretion is the better part of valor. I had wondered when I would encounter thee here, Avatar. I expect thou wouldst like some answers, no doubt. No doubt. Or perhaps I could sing thee a song to ease thy way. As it happens, I believe that this is Birin the Gleeman, who had talked to me about dreams, but not specifically the world of dreams. Yes. It depends which Ultima. Like Ultima 5, if you steal but no one sees you stealing, your karma score goes down, which makes death much more costly. It increases the experience penalty for being resurrected. In Ultima 6, you can definitely get attacked by the people for stealing. In Ultima 7, if you do it without getting caught, your companions still disapprove, and if you piss them off too much, they quit. Well, perhaps I could sing thee a song to ease thy way. Let's start with some answers, buddy. I know you're the Gleeman, but come on. Yeah. Thou mayst find the answers, only give rise to more questions, but I shall do my best to help thee. First, thou should know that thou dost walk in the lands of dreamers. I have the Ultima games are well keyed to me because unless I have mentally committed to role playing some kind of jerk before I start playing a game, I can only make the goody-goodiest choices. First, thou should know that thou dost walk in the land of dreamers. Oh, great. Thank you. That doesn't raise any more questions. I knew that. There are only two ways to enter or exit here. Okay. I mean, one of them is walking through the fire. Yeah. I'm going to do a second run of Quest for Glory, playing as a thief and committing in advance to being a callow jerk. The anti-hero run sometime next year. It's going to be hard. Oh, wow. That sounds more like a John Romero thing, you would think. I haven't played much Mass Effect, but I do recall watching my ex play a bit and thinking, like, it's got that Paragon Renegade track that seemed to mostly come down to just, like, the really, like, the laziest kind, like, you know, they're both basically the same answers, but one of them you're just being an asshole for no reason. A lot of RPGs do the morality system. It's, you know, like, little old lady wants you to help her cross the street. Do you help her across the street or do you push her in the dirt? And then you go along that binary. Yeah, and then there's no sensible moderate choice anyway, because a person in the middle doesn't sometimes help and then sometimes push. Tell me of the two ways. The first way is to enter this realm from the safety of thy bed, in thy nightly slumber. Or in the swamp, right? The second way to enter here is far more perilous. By falling prey to the enchantments in Gorlab Swamp. That's how we got here, buddy. I never played much WoW. And by much, I mean I've never played WoW. Ultima Online is my only MMO experience. It cured me of the desire to do any more. By falling prey... Yeah, the enchantments. Right. So what's up with that swamp? Long ago, even before the Serpent people made this land their home, a sorcerer named Rabindranath swore to destroy the peaceful town of Gorlab. I guess I should record some of this. What's his name? Biren. Long ago, Rabindranath swore to destroy the peaceful town of Gorlab. But the town healer, Siranush, opposed him, and the evil spell went awry. Not sure how much this will matter, but it seems like it could be involved in solving the swamp. The inhabitants of the town were not destroyed, but were instead trapped within the realm of dreams, along with the mad sorcerer, and any who dare to enter the environs of Gorlab, unless I step into that one fire, or I guess do a second thing that you're going to tell me about. The people of Gorlab, along with the mad sorcerer, were trapped in the realm of dreams. How about that? So this Rabindranath sounds like a jerk. Rabindranath has struggled mightily against Siranush across the span of time. Each of his attacks have been repelled, much to his displeasure. He finds it displeasing? Rabindranath releases his anger by troubling the thoughts of those who venture here within their dreams. Right. How about Siranush? Siranush is a strong-willed woman who hath repelled all of Rabindranath's attacks on her people. She is no sorcerer, and I fear that her strength will one day fail her. Were Siranush to be vanquished, I am sure that Rabindranath would turn his evil intent on the wandering dreamers. Without Siranush's guidance, those who enter here might never leave, unless I step into that one fire. But okay, this makes sense. Solve the dream quest to really leave and hopefully lift the curse on the swamp so we can go north. But you can't leave otherwise? As I said before, there are two ways to enter the land of dreamers. If thou hadst come here from the comfort of thy bed, thou canst simply awaken. Thou wilt return to the land of waking men. But if thou hadst come here through the enchantments in the swamp, thou must die here to return to thy body. Die? By die, I do not mean thou must cease living. I mean that thy perceived life here must end. Thy death here returns thee to thy body. So long as Siranush prevails, and thy body lives, thou canst return to the world of waking men. This would be a really rough time to get sleep paralysis. But if Siranush should fail, or thy body die, thou shalt remain trapped here for all of time. Well, yikes. That's disturbing. Would you mind cheering me up by singing a song? I know many songs. Dost thou wish to hear one I have already sung? Or dost thou wish to hear a new song? Okay, so this isn't even a dream-specific song. Give me a new song. Within the great white forest, hard on the snow and ice, there dwells a man called the Forest Master who rules both plant and beast. He's really working for that rhyme. His power by cruel thieves one day from him was stolen, and now the one great tree doth wilt without his tender care. A song doesn't have to rhyme, but this song sucks. I'm just going to read it. So if thou dost seek favors from the Forest Master fierce, thou shouldst be prepared to return to him the orb of Illyrian. Okay. I'm going to record... Okay. If you want favors from the Forest Master, return to him the orb of Illyrian. Okay. Well, always pleasure to see you. Stay gleeful. Farewell, Gleeman. All right. Is there any dream food in the dream sleeping bowl? Thank goodness. And it's a dream, so I'm allowed to eat the meat. Ethically. And I could also bake bread, but I'm going to carry on in the hopes that we're not going to be stuck here starving for so long that I'm going to need to be baking bread to stay alive. Okay. Well, we need to find Siranush, so there's obviously even more of this place that I hadn't found yet. Can we carry on in another direction? Fortunately, it seems like all of the areas... Yeah. Was I going north when I got here? Yes, I was. Okay. Let me go back north and see if I can go further north. I feel pretty confident at some point that this area is going to do a Pac-Man style wraparound, but who knows? For now, keep looking because we got to meet this Siranush. Avatar, why art thou in my dream? Says Elo. I was looking for Gweno. Let's try to hold off on that particular dream. Oh, perhaps I have intruded upon thy dream. Forgive me. I shall go seeking my wife. Leave thee to thy dream. Great. Hope we don't get stuck in either Shimino or Dupre's dreams. I can't assume either of those is family friendly. Here's a place. Excuse me. It will kill me. What will? Excuse me. Help me. I cannot escape. It will catch and devour me. Canst thou not see it? Please help me. No, I can't see it. It's not real. Regeneration ring. I guess I'll take it. I don't think any of this stuff's coming with us. Oh, that would be rough. Most specifically because of the deeply random combat system. Okay. Well, leave her to her terror. Whoops. Went right in through the ruined walls of the building. And keep searching. I guess every now and then I ought to update the save, even if just because if I wander back to known areas, it'll be nice to be able to load into what seemed like unknown areas. There's a fountain. Should I drink from it? What could go wrong? As many rapiers as you can carry. You never know. Oh, excuse me. Are you Siranush? Hello there. Thou must not enter the realm of dreams before thou hast transformed the lost brother. His true form bears not wings. If there are opportunities in the Ultima 7 games to sell excess gear, I've missed them. That seems to be a thing they left behind, which makes more economic sense. Like, it's kind of silly, like in Ultima 5, when you're going in, you're like, hey, would you like to purchase these 18 chain coifs I found in a dungeon? They're like, sure. We can never have too many chain coifs in stock. But then it's frustrating. So like in Blackgate, like my economic solution was just to cheat at gambling by loading saves until I kept winning. Okay, hold on. I don't know who this is, but I should write down what she's saying. It's unfortunate she's telling me this while I'm in the realm of dreams, although obviously I can get out with that fire. Before thou hast transformed the lost brother, his true form bears not wings. So is this brother a gargoyle? Yes, you can sell those things. And so whenever I found them, I got money the legitimate way at the mint. But in a pinch, it was always like, well, let's go to Buccaneer's Den and cheat at most race at betting on most races, rat races or whatever. Seek the answers, for I must have thine aid. To exit this place, thou must remember that from death a dream awakes. Seek the pillar of flame. Yes, I know all this. Thank you. Go quickly. But wait, could we not? Oh, wait, hold on. The lost brother. So Kane sleeps with his brother Edrin's crystal, which stops him from having dreams. And his brother is missing. Is that who she's talking about? Does his brother have wings now? Okay. At any rate, I think we have the information we need to know that it's time to flee the realm of dreams temporarily. Return to the waking world and try to find out. Maybe we'll have new dialogue options with Kane. Oh, Kane is in Moonshade now. That's a pain in the ass. Because I don't have any serpent teeth for warping back. If it looks like I'm very confidently navigating, I've fooled you. I'm just very confidently marching randomly in the hopes that it will return me to the place with the pillar of flame. Oh, this rock outcropping was... Okay, hold on. Is there a way to the east here and then south? Hey, check it out. At the end there, I was properly navigating. Ugh. Good morning, fellas. What dreams? I'm a bit hungry. Yes, of course. We mustn't waste any time getting down to eating. Okay. I don't want to walk around carrying a bag and the vital Serpent's jawbone item as a secondary weapon. What time is it? Middle of the afternoon. I mean, it is lunchtime. Okay. Who's hungry? Is it just Elo? Yep. Okay. He must have found Gweno in his dreams, who ended up expending more energy. Fortunately, we went pig slaughtering, I believe. So only the Avatar is in a food supply danger. Okay. Well, I was going to say, let's go to the Sleeping Bull. Gators! No, the gators are not going to have some money on them or anything. Did the Avatar... Avatar, you have the black sword. Okay. Yeah, if only they had replaced the, like, it does make world building sense that the weapon shops won't endlessly buy busted old weapons you found on the ground. But if we're going to flesh out the economy, like, can't there be like a leathersmith and you know, he'll pay a little bit for cow skin because that's kind of standard, but then he'll pay a bunch for whatever else. Okay, first thing I'm doing is I'm going back to Fawn. Yeah, or you could do that too. Like, then you have to model a lot of stuff to have the people actually pay you. Oh yeah, I suppose you don't have to model a lot of stuff to just literally be like, the first one of these you sell me, I'll give you this much, and the next one. You could also have like a thing, keep track of their stock, and they'll pay more for things that they need in stock. Who's this? I'm on duty now, my lord. Thou mayst address me as Corporal. Righto. Sorry, I don't know why I stopped to talk to you. Goodbye, Corporal. I'm actually specifically interested in finding the Priestess of Beauty so I can taunt her in her jail cell. Oh, I know where the jails are. Is this the palace? Yep. The northern part of the palace. Step aside, he says. Jeez, you jerk. Okay. This is not where I was trying to get to. I was trying to go to the temple, maybe? Anyway, it's just to the north. But I gotta go outside. I'll go to the bull, see if anyone else has anything to say about Kane's brother. We'll try warping back to Moonshade. I really wish I'd found a serpent's tooth for this particular place. Oh wait, no, this is not where you get to the prison. You certainly can do a lot of stealing in this game. I have a weird, like, beyond just the goody-goody thing. I have a weird relationship with... oh, never mind. There's where I want to go. Well, buddy, geez, if only you could solve that yourself by opening the bag of food that you carry. But okay, I'll do it for you. There's something to be said for... wait, what am I trying to say? No. Oh, yeah. In addition to the goody-goody thing, I have a peculiar relationship with sandbox-style gameplay where I really appreciate it. Like, I think it's cool that I can make... okay. No, she's not been added to Dupre's cell. But is there a cell on the other side that I can go visit? Probably locked. Do I have the key? Let's save just in case. I always worry about offending the locals, even though there's a lot of things they really actually don't seem to react to at all. I think it was this blue key for the other. I'll try all the keys that I have in my main bag, and then I'll just say whatever. It's not that important to taunt the Priestess of Beauty. And in fact, perhaps it's, not particularly admirable to do so. Perhaps there are more gracious ways to be victorious over thine enemies. Is this a key? No, it's part of the sextant. Okay. It's fine. Callista's in jail. We feel good about that. Okay. To the Sleeping Bull... and then I guess to Moonshade. At some point, Danielle's going to get home with the groceries. I'm going to have to run down to help her bring them in. But other than that, I got a solid... not quite a couple hours left before I got to get ready for my nephews coming over so I can introduce them to video games, which is exciting. I'm gonna give them a choice. My younger nephew is really into the Mario movie, so I think they're probably gonna want to play Mario Wonder. And also another appeal of Mario Wonder is that my older nephew does not take failure well. So it might be good to play a game like Mario Wonder where there's the option to use the easy characters who can't take damage from enemies. Loofers, even like without AI necessarily, just like a modern, larger budget, more time in development, like we could go way more complex with the behaviors. I think probably for my nephew, it's gonna want for my older nephew. I think that's going to be the game for him, and time will just have to tell. Okay. Hey, Gleeman. So I got to do that one day, but I think a game they both play at the same time, they're not fighting, is probably the way to go at the start. And so I'll also offer the choice of Disney Illusion Island because I'm sure they like Mickey Mouse too. Oh, here's where this jerk was from. Hold on. Getting a message. Is it? Okay. Just checking to see. Okay. So, thou hast returned. Failed in thy puny quest already, pikeman? Man, you're a turd. Which guy is this? I don't even remember. Is it in Sorcio? Yes. I believe this is in Sorcio. He really does kind of have that Leto look. He's a real jerk. I'd love to tell him all about Huey Lewis in the news. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Don't need to talk to you anymore. You gross me out because you're a... He's a magical sex crimes guy. We don't like him, even though Filbercio has been unfair to him. Ah, I see thou art a knight of Monitor. Though I do not know thee, I am certain thou knowest me. Hold on, are we just meeting? What's your name? What? Hast thou not heard of me? He really does. Except, oddly enough, in the role of Paul Allen in American Psycho, where he's a very normal... He's like the normalist of the 80s guys. In real life, though, yeah. What? Thou hast not heard of me? Where hast thou been all thy life? The frozen north? I am Wilfred, Knight of the Bear Command, formerly of Sleeping Bull Inn. Okay, let's add Wilfred to the sheet. Is this guy, like, spawned here? Or did I just miss him? On the previous go. Who knows? Yeah, so what do you do? As thou can see, I am a Knight of Monitor. I am currently seeking the murderer of my father. Murderer? He disappeared some time ago and is presumed dead. I've been seeking clues since I was notified. Pursuing their own agendas, yeah. I understand why Richard Garriott got, you know, with the particular thing he likes to do, eventually became a game should be online. You know, he went down the MMO route. I wish that he had been able to just keep on using newer technologies to just enrich the world even more. Or perhaps even to like take this, even just the level of if we got the simulation level of Ultima 7, or even a little more enhanced, but then we brought back the good RPG mechanics of like Ultima 5. This game with some like good combat. Okay. So, my father has been murdered, and I am seeking his killer. Yeah, that was one thing for me when I played Ultima Online. It was just like, not a lot of people role-playing the Avatar, at least in the period I was playing. Unlike my brother, Argus, who came... Oh, okay. There we go. That's why he's here in the sleeping pool. Unlike my brother Argus, who came running home to take over the inn. Right, so you found any clues? Why should I tell thee what I have learned? Thou mayest well be the murderer. Retract thy words or eat them. Thou art speaking about the Avatar, interjects Dupre. And Dupre, I really wish that you had learned a lesson recently about interjecting. Take the wind out of this egotistical dog's sails, Avatar, says Elo. Thou dost tread on dangerous ground with such accusations, says Shimino. Jeez. We got young Meatloaf here. And we're all surrounding him, backing him up to the wall. Perhaps I was too hasty, my lord, but I would see my father avenged. If thou art truly searching for my father's killer, yeah, sure, why not? Then I will tell thee what I have learned. Well, what have you learned? Mother mentioned that a guest, a mage by the name of Batlin, also disappeared the same night father did. I know for a fact that Angus hated mages and would never have gone anywhere with one willingly or alive. The name Batlin stirred something in my brain, so I asked around Monitor before I left, and I discovered some very interesting things indeed. And in what way were those things interesting? Batlin came to Monitor some time ago. He was accompanied by several unsavory companions. One was a huge hooded man, like the one that Mother mentioned in her letter. This odd party came asking about the Serpent ruins. The mage was unusually interested in anything to do with the Serpent people. And after Batlin and his henchmen left Monitor, it was discovered that a valuable Serpent relic was stolen from Andral, the sculptor. Yep. This is all very interesting, I guess. What about his other henchmen? There were 3 with him, so I was told. One was a pirate by his looks, with an unearthly white eye. One was a dark-skinned fighter, very strong, but seemingly lacking in wit. And the other, as I have said, was a tall, hooded man. No one recalls hearing him speak at all, so perhaps he is a mute or a gargoyle. And they stole a relic. Though Andral is a pikeman, I cannot understand the interest he places in pieces of stone. He was the one that told me a carved black rock serpent was missing soon after the mage left. Apparently it was a family heirloom or something. Right. Okay. And here you are at the Sleeping Bull, the family inn. Well, if thou art so rude to ask. Thou art the rude one. Devra and Angus, proprietors of the inn, are my parents. I was born here. So Argus is your brother? Thou shouldst say cowardly cur instead. I'm just going to keep calling him Argus, actually. He was so glad of an excuse to flee his accusers of Monitor that he ran all the way to the inn when Mother notified us of Father's disappearance. That would be voice acting is a tricky thing for me in long RPGs because it takes so long. Although now that I think about it, I'm reading all the lines and that takes long too. His accusers, you say? There are many who say Argus took bribes to look aside while illegal activities took place. When Argus heard Flessar repeating these things, Argus called him into a selfish duel and killed him. Of course, like the pack of dogs that they are, the wolves declared it an accident. And their investigation of the bribes was more for show than anything. Have I met this Flessar? Hold on. He's not in my notes for Monitor. Cool. All right. Here's the big moment. Danielle's home with the groceries. I gotta go help her bring them in. Hang tight, gang. I'll be right back with you. And we're back. So it's not like bespoke voices for each character, but it is a trolls speak like this, and the panda men speak like this. I know they're like Pandarians or something. Okay. So yeah, this Flessar. Oh right, of course I haven't met him. He's dead. Flessar was a knight of the Leopard Command. He was Templar's friend. Wow. He was also not nearly as skilled as my brother, being many years Augus's junior. Who's Templar? Sounds like a title, not a name. Templar is a knight of the Bear Command and my friend. Although his friendship with Flessar was unusual, in that they were from different commands, it was inevitable that young Flessar would look to one of Monitor's best swordsmen for guidance. Alas, I was going to ask if, did he come up with, his goblin voice? But of course, there's already some voice acting in there. Alas, Templar's skill could not help young Flessar on the dueling field. Something about the wolves? Argus is, or was, a member of the Wolf Command. It doth not take much more than a glance at their commander to see what a worthless command they are. Brendan's womanizing speaks well enough for the character of the rank and file of his troops, and that includes Argus. Well, it was great to meet you, Wilfred. Yes, ELO. What a butthead indeed. Thanks, Dr. Yasmin, and thanks for stopping by. Thanks for bringing the Raiders. Hope to see you again. Excellent. Okay. Why am I looking at the map? I'm at the Sleeping Bull Inn. Okay. Just saved. Feels like we should talk to Kane. Because check it out. Not only does Kane have a brother and also something about dreams, his missing brother, he says, when I sleep with my brother Edrin's crystal, he doesn't have dreams. Which even more thoroughly makes it seem like that is probably the missing brother we're talking about. Still don't know where wings come in. But who knows? So. Oh. I need to go to a platform. It doesn't matter that I look at the jaw. Do I know where one is? On the mainland? Not immediately offhand, but I bet I'll find one. Or at least I hope. Let's check monitor. Yep. The one thing I ever ask you to do is what I want you to do. Like at his next performance review, we've been getting some complaints from people that you force them to specify that the task they want you to perform is opening the gate. Like, what else would they be coming here for, man? Oh, neat. Ruined ship. Where, if there was a Serpent platform and monitor, where would it be? I don't know. Not necessarily expecting that there would be one. But there's got to be one somewhere. I certainly hope the game's not going to make me walk back underground and monitor. I mean to Moonshade. Hey, if it comes to that, I can do it. Okay. If this search goes on too long, maybe this is the kind of thing where I can say, hey, someone who knows the game, nudge me. But for now, I'll just keep running around because you never know. Maybe I'll find some other cool thing. You know what? Right up until this moment when he said, step aside, I had just thought that he was standing on a platform above us that they blank out so that we can see ourselves. But that's not at all what's going on. Okay, let's follow the road this way. Obviously, it leads to that cave. But somewhere around here, I don't know. What if there's a Serpent platform in this area? Might as well do some running around. There's no harm in it. Unless I stumble on a ghost and break the game, but I will not be initiating conversations with any ghosts. There's a teleporter. I don't love seeing that. There's a dead cow. And there's a live cow. We're just going to let it go about its business. Hey, a goblin. He's still fighting the last war. We've extirpated the goblins here. They did not turn out to be like Ultima Underworld goblins. NPCs you can have real interactions with. Okay. I'm going to update the Wakey save right now just so I remember when I most recently updated it. The Ultima games were always fascinating to me as a kid. My buddy had Ultima 6 on his computer. We would start it. That was wild. What happened there? Oh, this is just like a fog bank rolling in. But we never really got anywhere. Like, we'd do that opening battle with the gargoyles. We'd go around. But it was like, you know, the Ultima quest structure is not telling you at every stage what the very next thing to do is. At one point in the 90s, I got some kind of RPG compilation that had the first 5 games, and I checked them all out and got nowhere in any of them and gave up quickly. But they always remained fascinating to me. But Ultima Online was the one I actually had played the most up until a few years ago, when I, at the age of 35, so a few years back now, I'm almost 40, oh Lord. What did I do? I got diagnosed with ADHD. And as it happens, one of the abilities I gained once I was properly medicated for ADHD was the ability to have patience. In the past, I've ruined a fair number of tricky games for myself just because the first time I got frustrated, I broke the seal, looked at a walkthrough, and then just got hooked on looking at the walkthroughs. We went down in here before. There's serpent scales. I might as well take the serpent scales. Oh, it's nighttime now. I came outside so I could find my poach earlier. I just mean like, I can't even think of which games. And they're probably more often JRPGs. Or like puzzle game, like not as often puzzle games. My greatest achievement in patience was making it all the way. Like, I first played the Lolo games when I was very young. And I first beat Adventures of Lolo 3 for the NES this year. And while having intermittently played them all along. And I never once looked up a puzzle solution. I don't know how I managed that. But it certainly made it all the more gratifying to finally beat them. But yeah, so part of why I made Ultima one of my things when I started streaming was precisely that I was like, I think I can do this now. I think I can take notes, think carefully. I think I have all those skills. And so far, it seems that I do, which is cool. Like, I mean, it did. Ultima 5, Warriors of Destiny, did take me like 100 hours of gameplay. But that's what I've tried to do generally. Now that when I stream a game, I try to go in blind and I try to solve it. One nice thing I've discovered is that at such times that I wind up stuck on something at the end. This happened the most when I played Chrono Cross, the PlayStation JRPG. Sometimes I wind up stuck at the end of a stream, but then when I'm setting it up to put it out on, here we are, in the inn, where we've long since slain the innkeeper. Oh, great, I'm the hungry one. But I didn't get to keep the dream cheese, did I? Hold on, let's light a candle. We can light the candle. Is there any non-meat food that the Avatar could eat? Can't I just eat the garlics? The thing that tripped me up the most in Ultima 5 was Lord British's box, which I spent so much time trying to figure out how to open. And it turns out you can't open it. You just need to have it with you. Does anybody have some cheese, an egg, some cake, anything that can stop the Avatar from having to eat meat? That's also just meat. That's dried meat. All right, well, I'm defeated. Give me the jerky, Dupre. Well, they're going to be worse. Think about being I was accidentally fed a tiny bit of meat when a Thai restaurant gave me the wrong spring rolls somewhere like 6 years into being a vegetarian. And I'm like 15 years in now. And I swallowed like a little bit of one bite, and it was just a bit of shredded pork in a spring roll. Just the tiniest bit. And then I caught it. And just a horrifying weekend. I won't get into any details. But let me just say, they are not lying when they say if you do a vegetarian diet, you will induce your body to stop producing the enzymes that can break down meat protein. And then you'll be very unhappy. Like people who do break vegetarianism after a long time are supposed to, if they're doing it right, take supplemental enzymes so that they don't ruin their bowels. Okay, let's try Fawn. We'll check Fawn, see if they have a teleporty, a Serpent Gate stand somewhere. And if I can't find one, then I'll wander a little bit more. But I would really like to, even if we're not going to solve the whole dream quest today, I would like to talk to Kane and see if there is new dialogue with him. So I will break down and ask for a hint before too much time has passed. Where would it be, though? Like, the way Fawn is set up, it seems like they could have just, like, a little outdoor courtyard somewhere with the Serpent Gate thing. Or it's supposed to, just, like, if there's one, it'll be in somebody's basement or something. Maybe there's one in the woods. I'm just going to run around wildly. And I'll find something or I won't. Ooh, it's tempting to eat that bread, but too virtuous. Can't do it. I haven't read them because of my desire to go in as blind as possible, but I know that the CRPG addict, who is, like a CRPG beating machine, he spent so long on this game. There were so many posts. He took a hiatus from the game in the middle. She's long, this one. And I bet part of it is that it's so story dense and character dense. So things like, hopefully I'm right that it's Kane and his brother that I was just hinted at. But you can easily imagine someone being stuck for a while there if they didn't remember, or if they weren't keeping a spreadsheet that they could search for the word dreams. I'm hungry again. It's because I only ate that jerky. Okay, but we're in a town. We have money. Let's go to the tavern. I would like to buy some food, even though you testified falsely against me. Just some rolls. Nice hard rolls, sure. Tough like an old sailor. Yes, I agree to that price. How many rolls do I want? I don't know how many Falari I have, but how about 5 rolls? We haven't the Falari to pay for it. I'm not a beggar, man. Okay. Dupre, how much money do we have in Falari? Oh, is it like none? We have guilders and monetary. Okay. Fine. Yeah, it's an enormous achievement. Especially because, like, you know, there are certainly RPGs today that are vaster. But they're partially vaster because of just an enormous amount of labor that goes into them. What's this place? Do I know this person? Excuse me, sir. Do I know thee? Oh, right. I do not recall seeing thy face among the Fawn Tower garrison. If I met thee, I regret I cannot remember. I'm Delin, Fawn's provisioner. Forgive me if thou dost already know me. How may I help thee, serve thee, noble pikeman? Oh, my buddy, you take care. He's a forgetful fellow. Okay, well, we have monetary. The only trouble I ever get in while I'm here, except that whole false accusation thing. Yep. Like, I'm sure that given time, they probably would have preferred a good combat system to this nothing at all combat. But at a certain point, it's just like, okay, it's not even the important part of the game. Combat is not the main part of any Ultima. At least any main series Ultima. Oh, come on. Operate the gate. Yes, please. I can't remember if at this point they were now owned by EA or not, but obviously that didn't help with the having to ship things. Hello again. Hey there. Oh, nothing much to say about Spectre. He was bad. We proved him wrong. I'd like some food, please. Mine appetites are simple. Just some bread. My bread is baked fresh every day. 4 monetary is my price. Does that find the price agreeable? I do. Yes. And thank you for saying I'm handsome. Give us a solid, like... We definitely have lots of monetary. I'll take 6 loaves of bread. Enjoy thy meal. Does that care for more? No. You take care. Goodbye, lover. And goodbye to you. Did I take the bread? I mean, I probably did, but where? Is it in the reagent bag? Getting all covered with sulfurous ash? What this game needed was more sub-menus where you could set up routines. Like Shimino's side pouch is the food bag. All new food shall be placed there until it's overloaded. Oh, come on. There we go. And there's the other. I was like, we're missing a bread. Okay. Very tasty. I am carbo loaded. Okay. A little bit more effort to find a Serpent Gate thing before I just say, fine, I'll walk under through furnace, make my way back. Or I guess I can say, hey, does anyone in the audience want to nudge me? But let me check the forests and then maybe up towards the swamp. Teleport storm. Jeez. Teleport storms come fast and furious. There's lots of ruins out here. Yeah, it's funny because Blackgate is obviously Elizabeth and Abraham and the Guardian's 3 symbols being the shapes in the EA logo. It's like their middle finger to the evil empire before they submit to the evil empire. Oh, good. Someone else is hungry. And this is nothing. Who's hungry now? ELO again. Thought old people were supposed to, you know. In the Black Gate, there's that quest where there's the prism and the sphere and the cube. And the EA logo at the time was a cube and a... It's like they're like devices you have to go destroy. Yeah. So it's all this, you know, sneering at EA. We hate EA. And then by the end they hated them even more. Well, also Batlin's companions are Elizabeth and Abraham, E and A. Okay, come on. Give me a way to the Serpent Gate place. Be weird if he had been guarding one in there. Wolves! But maybe there's one up here. Well, and just the gradual corporatization of the North American video game industry. What the hell's going on here? Excuse me. No. Okay. Whatever. Where are we? We're lost, Avatar. We're not lost. Hey, goblins and snakes. Well, we're not lost. We have a map. And a sextant. Cool that there's little random dialogue they can use just to say, hey, you seem to be wandering for no reason, with no particular goal in mind. Does the murder house have a serpent thing? Oh, it does have aggressive pigs, so we might as well stock up. On the goody note, when Tears of the Kingdom was out and I was playing it, my buddy Greg was over here, and we were talking about, and they attacked us, so we don't even have to feel bad. We were talking about the game, and I was like, "Do you know how to craft an axe? Because I'm having real trouble with an axe, like maintaining an axe supply." And that's when Greg told me that, well, there are rocks and then there are stones, so you need to combine a stone with a handle to make an axe. I was like, okay. And he was like, but James, you really don't have to craft axes. Like, there's always an axe when you go to any stable. So just like take the axe. It's like, I can't do that, man. I can't just. They need that axe at the stable, even though intellectually I understand that nothing will happen to the NPCs. What's this place? Nope. This one's not going to entirely just come to me based on my knowledge of the thing. Okay. The R is an R, and then E. Rest. And then that's a... No, that's not a TH. It's a H. Rest. Thews. Resthews? That doesn't seem right. Let's just go in and find out what it is, if we can. It's someplace. Rest house. I bet it's rest house. Yeah, because that's an O. That's a U. I was just... I skipped the U. Rest house. Okay. Well, I don't think this is stealing then. Whoops. No, don't do that. Keep your cloak on. This feels acceptable. Ethically. So let's enjoy all this free food. What's that? Rolls even. Sweet. Lots of stuff the Avatar can eat. Not that there's any gameplay restriction on me. There's no reward for sticking to a vegetarian diet. What's the scroll say? Welcome, travelers. Be at ease. This rest stop is open to all who walk in beauty. Feel free to take whatever food thou mayst need. Sweet. As courtesy to other travelers, please leave it in the manner that it's find it. We'll certainly do that. The manner we found it was with a closed door. Okay. I'm going to run up by the swamp and see if I spot a Serpent Gate teleporter. But I'll say, anyone who knows where I can find one easily on the mainland, lock and load your gentle hint. Because I'll be ready to ask for it soon. Because I got less than an hour left, and I would like to talk to Kane. Good thing about the Dream Quest in particular, running into a second day, second session, is that the episode title writes itself. I call it Dream On. Snakes. Is Dupre fighting with a fishing pole again? God damn it, man. Come on. And we look down there. Feel like we've looked everywhere. Are these golden? No, just a regular chicken. It's not a magic gold chicken. Probably. Did I find this weird place before? I don't think I did, but okay. Mental note for later. There's a really interesting onyx pedestal. Okay. I would accept a hint if anyone knows of a place where I can access the Serpent altar teleporter system. But I'm going to start just heading for the underground passage. Back to Moonshade. After all that work to get out of Moonshade. Wasn't that close. We've certainly had closer. Richard Garriott and co. absolutely love the idea of an undersea system of tunnels to let you get between islands on foot. They have them in Britannia, they have them here. Oh, are there more trolls? Kill them. I don't think this network of tunnels is too vast. I think we'll find Furnace. Yep, here's Furnace. And then I think we'll basically just pass through Furnace pretty easily. Oh, trolls on the way. Yeah, I am drenched. Oh, it's getting hot. We need to cast the chill spell. Yeah, shoot us all you want. We're just fleeing. I don't know. I might have gone in too deep to Furnace this way. Or I might not have. No, wait. No. There. Boom. Through Furnace. Back into the Monkey Man place. In the dark, which is not ideal. Wild men down here now. Oh, right. No, we saw these wild men before. Don't make me do it. Well, kill them all, team. For virtue. Oh, we're hungry? Worked up an appetite. Okay. Who's hungry? Probably me, because I'm just eating bread. The game does not want to reward a vegetarian lifestyle. I mean, it's not necessarily easy to survive just on bread. I should have an apple, get some vitamins. Oh no, I fed that to Dupre. Oh well. I can also have bread and apples. Very tasty. Okay. While we have an artificial source of light, or an external source of light, let's find, hopefully, a torch that Shimino can light up for us. In his secondary hand, I hope. Okay, put down the sword of defense. He's retaining fruit. Okay, we'll do the implausible thing where Shimino will store his sword in a pouch within a pouch. Okay. Saving now in the hopes that if... Well, not in the hopes, but if I get lost and lose the torchlight, I just want to be able to go back to having a torch. Try it again. So we just got to find our way back through the village of the Ratmen, which I don't feel great about because we'll have to kill them. We don't really mean them any harm. But it's keep going west. Until we're out of the village and then go north and around east. Alright, fellas. Didn't want to do this. But forced our hand. Chase him down, team. No, come on. Just go. Just go. Let's just go. Fortunately, we at least know they'll replenish their population. They're breeding like rats. I never did find my way to that place, which seems like a horrible place. So I think I'll be okay without it for now. Good work, team. 4 grown men, trained warriors, teaming up to smash a rat. And we're home. Not home. We're back in Moonshade. Hey, Ranger. Oh, Shimino, extinguish thy torch. Head to the Blue Boar Inn, where we should be able to find Kane. And I sure hope he has new dialogue. Because I forgot to maintain a save that lets me just go right back. Oh well. It's not that long a walk. Stefano. Duccio. Hawk. Where's Kane? That won't be Kane. That's going to be Rocco. Is he in his room? Does not look like he's in a room. Is he hanging out in the kitchen for some reason? There's Hawk. Does Hawk have new dialogue? Probably not. Pleasure to see you, James. What can I do for you, lad? Nothing. You told us the last thing we ever needed to know from you, I guess. Everything I remember about my brother and his mystery, here in this diary. Cannot speak to Stefano about the fact that we met in dreams. Obviously, there's such a vast amount of writing in this game, it's hard to hold it against them. But there are a lot of things that it's you kind of wind up thinking, weird that you don't have any reaction to that happening. Does Kane maybe hang out at the artisan's place? This is one of the artisans. Topo. Shouldn't bother Frigidazzi. Because, you know, the whole situation about where I got arrested and put on trial for illicitly making love to her. For the good of the quest, of course. Wait, does that actually make me sound better? Does it sound more virtuous? So I'm like, don't worry though, I was using her. This isn't Kane. It is Kane. Kane! Welcome back, my lord. Is not this place marvelous, my lord? There's so much to see. Everything's so fancy. I wish Edrin was here with me. I'd be certain he could show me around. I hope some of these powerful mages will help me find him. Yeah. I guess I can't talk to you about it. Maybe this powerful mage that you're hanging out with has some dialogue about your brother now. Now that we're idea of Moonshade, it seems thou canst not find passage to go elsewhere. Not even Captain Ock will brave the teleport storms again. Okay. Good talking to you, I guess. A moment, sir. It's an honor to receive of these gems. How may I be of service to thee? Stone altar? Such a curious thing I've been joining on my experiments, James. When Mortegro and I were working to discover the secret of the teleportation storms, Mortegro was hit by a lightning strike. In his place, within my cellar, is this odd stone altar. By its looks, it is something from a Serpent temple, but I have no idea how to send it back or where it came from, yet. If I can discern at the reverse of the teleportation, perhaps I can rescue poor Mortegro. I hope he wasn't not killed in the exchange. Well, we can't defy the Codex of Ultimate Wisdom. Okay. Gustachio's notes. Some of them might be. And obviously, some of them are... two of them, Shimino and Lord British, are clearly Lord British. Richard Garriott. I bet some of them are. Oh, whoops. I forget. There's the Lamia, which in this game they call Nagas. The stone altar. Okay, so... on the one hand, still seems pretty likely that it's Brother Edrin that we need to find. But obviously, a major concern that I must grapple with now is that perhaps the clue to Edrin's location has already been delivered to me, and perhaps I didn't even write it down. Okay. I think what I ought to do then is consult my notes a little more thoroughly. I've never written the name Edrin down. Or apparently the name Brother. Oh, no, because I'm not using Find in Workbook. Like an idiot, I'm using the browser's Find. Okay, Edrin. No entries match Edrin. Brother. Only the notes about dreams. And the ones I've already read about Edrin. Has anybody else spoken of Kane? No. Or if they have, I didn't write it down. Interesting, Rigodeath. See, and this is not a thing I arrived at from the, thorough study of mythology. I came to believe my association from video games is that Nagas are snakes with human heads, and Lamias are snakes with the upper body of a human woman. But, like I said, there's no law prescribing that to be true. Okay. Okay. We're going to in a tight spot. I'm going to click around a little randomly. Let's go to the end of time Serpent Gate place. A new one is opened. Oh, but that's this one that takes me... I went here once briefly, didn't I? Yes. And then I was like, what is this place? This is weird. I think I've learned Unlock Magic, but I guess there's... You can never have too many free uses of a spell that don't consume reagents. Let's actually explore this place. Probably there's no clear connection. What's this one? Columna's Intuition. Ooh. A special new spell in this game. And I think I'll just, whatever. We have so many potions already. This was, oh, what was her name? I should look it up. It's the serpent tooth that I found specifically in Roteluncia's. I'll call this Roteluncia's secret for now. We'll explore it a bit right now. Probably it's not obviously connected to the other thing we've done. It seems like it should be really hot here, but nobody's saying, oh god, I'm burning, I'm dying. Avatar, please cast the chill spell. Oh god. There's a teleporter, but let's skip it for now. Oh, then there's a teleporter. Does this one do anything? No. Does this one? Yes. Takes me to a locked door. Is this the kind of locked door that we can pick? Let's find out. Light that torch back up, Shamina. Strange that that did not work. Oh no. It's a plot door, which I conceivably already have the key to among my many thousands of keys. Okay. Feel we may have hit a dead end already here. Let's see. Was there another direction we could go in? No. Just a quick way out. Does this guy have a key that I didn't see? Because that would really be great. Oh, there's another scroll. Firefield. Don't mind if I do. Otherwise, we don't need any of this junk. Okay. Well, do I have the will for this? To go try every key that I have to see if indeed I already have the key? Or has something just gone wrong? I believe something has gone wrong. What if I do number pad movement? Oh, I think what's happening is somewhere along the line, I got on the edge. Okay, we're back down. Oh no. Oh yes. Okay, this should work now. Okay, let's bite the bullet. Don't have any reason to believe it would be any of these keys. Let's use this weird one first. Nope. This, I can't believe they didn't tighten this system up between the Ultima Underworld game, Ultima games. I think Shimino has the useless key bag. Now, is this really how I want to spend my time? I guess. No, it's not. I should go back. Okay. Should go back to Rotaluncia's place and see if there's a key there that I haven't found. If indeed I can. Okay. Also got to remember which of these takes me back to Moonshade in the first place. Is it this one? Hooray! Okay. Well, that worked out, at least. Find Rotaluncia's place. There's also this random key right here. Maybe it's that key. I'm going to defer on trying that one, though. Do I want food? Of course I do. Hang tight, companions, while I consume an entire wheel of cheese. Here's Rotaluncia's place. Put that torch out, buddy. You've slain her automatons. I assume if they had had keys, though, I would have looted them at the time. Does this bag contain a key? No, it contains nothing. If it ever contained a key, I took it. Alright, hey, thanks for stopping by, Loofers. And please do. Please do come back again. A locked chest. Let's try this. Then otherwise, I think it's going to be a think hard and hope I come up with something. Quest. A key. Brilliant. Shimino, you put it in your main bag. Meanwhile, scroll of fire snack. But I think that was supposed to be snake. I'll take that. And a scroll of paralyze. I can't imagine a single situation. There's Filbertio's. Okay. It's all just Filbertio being a horrible dude. Sleeps with everyone, but is immensely jealous and possessive of the women who he does not commit to. He's like Drake. In the Hotline Bling song, Drake spends an entire song complaining. Used to call me on my cell phone late night when you need my love. Literally, I used to be your booty call. But then ever since I left the city, you're hanging out with other people and like dating. It's like, okay, so you never committed to her. Then you left. You weren't even living in the town. You weren't in Toronto. But you expected her to remain loyal to you. And you think it speaks badly of her that she does anything when you're gone. And yet, that's the only Drake song I really like. But I think of it as a dramatic monologue, not as, actually, we should be on the side of the singer. Okay, come on, Key. No. Oh, well, that hurts. Okay. I see no reason why it would be, but fine. Let's try that green key. in that other mage's parlor. No, not here. Is that Kane still just sitting here all day? Yeah. Kane, hey. No, of course he doesn't have new dialogue. Okay. His brother's been transformed so that he has wings. Why does that matter? The guard automaton doesn't even care. I don't see why this would work. And if it doesn't work, I think this would be a good spot to stop and say, okay, we have a thorny problem of having a general idea of what we need to do. That seems... I could be wrong, though. There's no guarantee that the brother in question is Kane's brother. But it certainly seems like it would be because of his brother had a crystal that prevents dreaming for some reason. And his brother is missing. Light the torch up, buddy. Oh, whoops. Because I opened the food bag. That's the problem here. I would have seen the glowing green key even without torchlight. Okay. Don't close the bag. No. It remains locked. It's not magically locked. You would think that the magic unlock spell would have, you know, the ability to also just unlock doors that aren't magically locked, but so it goes. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I think we're in a spot that would warrant me stopping for the day. Especially because I don't want to feed these jerks again. So I think, okay, I need to review my notes, review the manual, and then maybe go back to the video where I first went to the Sleeping Bull and catch all of Kane's dialogue in a bit more detail. And maybe somewhere in there, there's a clue. Maybe. Perhaps. Maybe there's something, maybe it's easier than I think it is, because there's that weird place on the way to the swamp where you like go through that portal. And then there's gargoyles there. You got to fight them. And then I couldn't find anything to do but go back. What if it's something to do with that? That's another thing I could check. So there's definitely stuff to do next time. And we have a general sense of our goal, but not an exact sense of our goal. When do we eat? A week hence, my friend. Okay. But this was good. This is good. At some point, like I've been saying, I'm going to need to maybe pause in the middle of this. Because I get the feeling that in like quest terms, based on what I've heard, like intuitively, if I hadn't been told this game is a slog, I would think that in quest terms, I was in like the late second act of a 3-act structure, with the third act taking place in the north. So based on everything I've heard, my inclination is to say that there's an entire half a game after that, maybe. So we're not even halfway through. I don't know. I could be wrong. But I think at some point I might need to put a pause in, but not yet. Because I'm invested. Maybe get to the north, and then when it pulls the rug out and is like, no, this quest goes on. Maybe that will either be the point to pause, or maybe I'll be so intrigued I'll just keep going. We'll see. We'll figure it out. All right. So that's it for today. Check it out. On Wednesday, not Tuesday, but Wednesday, Greg will be here and we'll be beating him up. We're going to check out the Peacekeepers again, perhaps get a Super Famicom ROM and check out the Japanese version with background music, see how that changes the experience. And then from there, we're either, if I can get them working, time's not on my side, I haven't got them working yet. We have 2 PC beat 'em ups, one for the Amiga, one for DOS from 1992. If I can get those working, we'll do those after Peacekeepers. If I can't, then we're diving into Game Boy beat 'em ups from 1992, which is exciting because 3 out of the 4 of those are either Double Dragon or Kunio games developed by Technos. A lot of promise there. I'm enthusiastic. Come Friday, it'll be Friday Night Frosthaven, an Outpost phase, where I'll explain another puzzle that I solved. We'll do the Outpost phase as normal, and I'll debut, I'm going to be a new character. Click, Trill, Snip, Click, the Lurker Deep Wraith will retire, and I'll become the Algux Snow Dancer, who I'm thinking I'm going to call Miss Thumpa. And she, I've made my frame, got a new frame, pick my personal quest. I'm not sure if I'll rig it up so I can debut that all immediately live or not. But hopefully we'll get some new graphics on there and we'll be onward with the quest. So that's exciting. Next Saturday, we're putting a pin in Star Control 3 for a little bit. I'm really enjoying that game, but after hitting a hard game-broken wall in my second playthrough attempt, I want to enjoy the game and not be desperately just trying to get it done. So I'm going to go back to Space Quest. We're going to play Space Quest 4, Roger Wilco and the Time Rippers. And sometime soon we'll return to Star Control 3 because I got to beat that before Free Star's Children of Light comes in. The whole idea of doing Star Control 3 is to compare the real sequel and the true sequel. When the true sequel comes out, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And then before you know it, it'll be Sunday. And hopefully we're going to get to the bottom of this dream quest. Find Edrin. Take his wings off? I don't know. But we got to do it. And then we'll go back and we'll talk to, what was her name? Serafuna or I have it here. Siranush. And we'll do this cool dream quest. And apparently, it sounds like that's the last thing standing between us and the frozen north. So that's exciting. And if somehow, I don't think this is going to be the week, but if somehow I had time to jump on separately, we'd play more Lolo. We definitely will beat Adventures of Lolo for the Famicom by the end of this year. That's my pledge to you, the viewers. And that's it. That's all there is. So hey, if you stuck around to the end, thanks for sticking around to the end. If you came and you left, well, you can't hear my voice, but I'm glad you stopped by anyway. So thanks for stopping by. And until the next time, when we meet in dreams, take care of yourselves and be kind to everyone you meet.